were close enough to break me, far enough to stay untouched. I learned to read your silence like it had something to confess. Every pause became a doorway, every kindness felt like yes. But you never made a promise, never asked me to believe I was the one who built a future out of things you did not mean. You were close enough to break me, far enough to let me dream, near enough to make me tremble, out of reach enough to keep. You were close enough to break me, still too far to call my own. Some love stands beside you and still leaves you alone. I do not blame your gentleness, I do not blame your eyes. You gave me only what you could, I gave it too much life. I turned one tender conversation into something almost true, and spent too many lonely nights trying not to reach for you. You were close enough to break me, far enough to let me dream, near enough to make me tremble, out of reach enough to keep. You were close enough to break me, still too far to call my own. Some love stands beside you and still leaves you alone. Now I know that almost I can be crueler than goodbye. A closed door hurts less sometimes than a half-open light. I loved you in the distance, where the truth was never clear, and maybe that confusion was what kept me standing here. I released the signs I gathered, I released the things I guessed, I released the little moments I mistook for tenderness. You were never making room, I was only making meaning. And tonight I stopped confusing wanting with receiving. You were close enough to break me, but I finally was never meant to hold. You were close enough to break me, far enough to stay untouched. Held on to a promise you never made. You smiled at me one evening, like the world had softened down. I carried that one moment like a vow without a sound. You never said forever, never asked me to wait, but my heart heard a future in the way you said my name. A promise you never made still kept me there for years. A promise you never made still filled my nights with tears. A promise you never made was never yours to break. I was the one who loved what you never meant to say. I do not call you guilty, I do not call you cruel. You did not know my longing had turned your kindness into truth. I mistook your warmth for choosing, mistook your silence for a door. I thought love could become real if I only loved you more. A promise you never made still kept me there for years. It's a promise you never made still filled my nights with tears. A promise you never made was never yours to break. I was the one who loved what you never meant to say. There is pain in understanding that the dream was partly mine, that I wrote your name on pages you had never seen inside. But there is mercy in that truth, there is freedom in the ache. If you never made a promise, then I can choose to walk away. I release the words I imagined, I release the future I drew, I release the version of us that never belonged to you. What I felt was real, but the promise was my own, and I can grieve it gently and let myself go home. A with the heart that waited for what you never meant to say. I held on to a promise you never made. Tonight I let it fade. You were mine only after midnight. Never mind in the morning. In the dark I let myself imagine what I knew was wrong. A room where you came closer, a life where you belonged. But daylight was more honest, it knew what night denied. By morning you were someone I had no right to find. Never mind in the morning, only mine in the ache, only mine in the quiet that the heart alone can make. Never mind in the morning, no matter how I dream. Some love lives in the midnight but cannot survive the sun. I used to fear the sunrise, how it took you back again, back to roads that had no space for what I felt within. I hated how the ordinary could be stronger than desire, how life could call me close, what longing set on fire. Never mind in the morning, only mine in the ache, only mine in the quiet that the heart alone can make. Never mind in the morning, no matter how I dreamed. Some love lives in the midnight but cannot survive the sun. Now I no longer call the door an enemy to blame. It only tells the truth. That night was soft enough to change. I loved you in a hidden hour, I held you in a song, but morning gave me back the life where I must move along. I released the midnight version, I released the borrowed light, I released the dream that only knew how to breathe at night. If love cannot meet the morning, then love must learn to pass, not because it was not real, but because it could not last. Never mind in the morning, still tender in my chest, still a part of who I was, still some sun. You were mine only after midnight. Never mind in the morning. I held a love I could only borrow. It was never in my keeping, never written in my name. Still it warmed my empty hands like a little borrowed flame. I knew the light was temporary, knew it could not stay. But the heart is not always careful when it finds a softer place. The love I could only borrow still felt like it was mine. For one small season of the heart, for one impossible time. The love I could only borrow was never meant to last, but borrowed light can still reveal the darkness of the past. You gave me no permission to dream beyond the line. I gave myself 1,000 rooms inside a borrowed sign. I built a home from moments you would barely recognize, then wondered why the walls fell down when morning opened wide. The love I could only borrow still felt like it was mine. For one small season of the heart, for one impossible time. The love I could only borrow was never meant to last, but borrowed light can still reveal the darkness of the past. Tenderness could bless, but what is borrowed must be returned, no matter how it glows. And holding past the given time only deepens what we owe. So I return the dream, I return the claim, I return the future that I built around your name. I keep the lesson, I keep the warmth, but I cannot keep the flame. The love I could only borrow, tonight I hand it back. Not to you, not to anyone, but to the road I had to pass. The love I could only borrow leaves a softness in my chest. Warm learn to go. You couldn't give. Not only kisses in the quiet, not only words beneath the moon. I wanted simple mornings, a table set for two. I wanted ordinary weather, laundry, coffee, tired smiles, all the little human things that make forever feel alive. I wanted a life you couldn't give, not because your heart was cold, not because the love was nothing, not because the feeling lied. I wanted a life you couldn't give, and that is what I had to grieve. Not only losing you, but losing what I made believe. It hurt less to miss your touch than to bury every scene where I saw us growing older in a world that never came. No house, no Sunday morning, no late keys in the door. Still I mourn those little futures as if we had lived them before. I wanted a life you couldn't give, not because your heart was cold, not because the love was nothing, not because the feeling lied. I wanted a life you couldn't give, and that is what I had to grieve. Not only losing you, but losing what I made believe. I am learning that desire cannot build a home alone. A heart can draw the blueprints, but two lives must lay the stone. You could give me tenderness, maybe warmth, maybe truth, but not the life I wanted, not the world I built from you. So I release the morning, I release the little plans, I release the ghost of dinner warming in imaginary hands. I do not call it failure, I call it finally clear. Love can be real and a life can still begin. There is a quiet side of loving you. It does not ask your window to glow when I pass by. It does not write your number. It does not need reply. It lives beneath the speaking, in the space I do not cross. It knows the cost of wanting and still refuses to be lost. The quiet side of loving you is where I learn restraint, where tenderness becomes something softer than complaint. The quiet side of loving you does not reach, does not accuse. It only keeps a candle I will never show to you. I do not make a virtue of the pain I had to keep. There were nights the silence cut too closely in my sleep, but I would rather hold the ache than turn it into harm. I would rather love you quietly than pull you from your calm. The quiet side of loving you is where I learn restraint, where tenderness becomes something softer than complaint. The quiet side of loving you does not reach, does not accuse. It only keeps a candle I will never show to you. Some people call it weakness, some would call it waste, but not every love is meant to stand in open space. Some feelings have to kneel before the lives already made. Some hearts must learn to bless what they are not allowed to take. I can love you without entering, I can want without a claim, I can miss you without turning your peace into my name. The quiet side of loving you may never set me free, but it keeps me from becoming someone love should never be. The quiet side of loving you tonight grows warm and still. I let it be a and lets the night move through. There is a quiet side of loving you, and that is where I leave the truth. I am still loving what I cannot have. Not every morning, not every hour, not the way it was before. But sometimes when the room grows quiet, I feel you near the door. Not as someone coming back, not as something I should chase, only as a tender ache that time has not erased. Still loving what I cannot have, still learning not to reach, still holding back the words that wanna cross my teeth. Still loving what I cannot have, but softer than before. The heart can't keep a feeling without asking for more. I do not want to own you, I do not want to disturb the life that grew beyond me, the peace I must preserve. But love does not disappear because we choose what's right. It only learns to lower its voice inside the night. Still loving what I cannot have, still learning not to reach, still holding back the words that wanna cross my teeth. Still loving what I cannot have, but softer than before. The heart can keep a feeling without asking for more. There was a time this longing felt larger than my life, as if not having you made everything a kind of night. Now I see the feeling can live without control. It can pass through me gently without taking all my soul. I will not turn desire into a reason to return. I will not make the old flame ask another heart to burn. I can love what I cannot have and still choose what I can. My own breath, my own morning, my own open hand. Still loving what I cannot have, but no longer losing me. Still feeling what is true, but letting truth be free. Still loving space. I am still loving what I cannot have, and tonight that love grows small enough to let me live. I loved you in the wrong life, at the wrong door, in the wrong time. Maybe there is another version where the road was clean and wide, where no one had been promised, where no hearts had learned to hide. Maybe there is another evening where I could say your name, but this life had its boundaries long before you came. I loved you in the wrong life, with a heart that came too late. I loved you in the wrong life, past the reach of chance and fate. I loved you in the wrong life, where the truth had nowhere to stay. So I hold it for a moment, then let it fade away. I do not blame the season, I do not blame the sky. Some flowers find the sunlight after summer has gone by. You were real and I was real, and that is what made it ache. Two honest hearts can meet in a life they cannot make. I loved you in the wrong life, with a heart that came too late. I loved you in the wrong life, past the reach of chance and fate. I loved you in the wrong life, where the truth had nowhere to stay. So I hold it for a moment, then let it fade away. I used to ask the universe why it let me feel so much for someone I could never reach, for someone I could never touch. Now I think the question has no answer it can give. Some love is here to change us, not to become the life we live. If there is another lifetime, Let it keep what we could not. Let it hold the softer ending that this world never got. But I must live in this life with its limits and its grace. I must leave the wrong life where it found its place. I loved you in the wrong life, and tonight I choose this one, the one where I must walk away, the one where we are done. I loved you in the wrong life, but the right life waits for me. I'll bless the impossible, then set myself free. I loved you in the wrong life, at the wrong door, in the wrong time. I could not be your home, no matter how I opened. I made a room inside my heart where I thought you might belong, a quiet place for tired days, a shelter from the wrong. But you had roads before me, you had walls I could not move, and love cannot become a home just because it tells the truth. I could not be your home, though I wanted to be one. I could not be the place where you arrived after the storm. I could not be your home, though I held the door so wide. Some hearts belong elsewhere, no matter who waits inside. I used to think if I loved gently, you would finally rest, that if I held the silence right, you would choose my quiet chest. But rest is not possession, and safety is not claim. I could give you tenderness, but not a life with my name. I could not be your home, though I wanted to be warm. I could not be the place where you arrived after the storm. I could not be your home, though I held the door so wide. Some hearts belong elsewhere, no matter who waits inside. That love cannot make a place, that wanting to be chosen cannot alter someone's fate. But there is kindness in release, there is dignity in truth. I do not need a house, a heart that was never mine to soothe. I closed the room with care, not with anger, not with shame. I thank the space it taught me, then stopped calling out your name. I could not be your home, but I can be my own. I could not be your home, and tonight that truth feels clear. I can love you from a distance without asking you to appear. I could not be your home, so I stopped standing at the door. Some hearts belong elsewhere, and I deserve something more. I could not be your home, no matter how I open. You were not mine to miss this much. There was no promise broken, no suitcase by the door, no final fight, no photograph, no life we lived before. Still the absence found me, still the silence knew your name. How can someone leave a mark without ever making a claim? You were not mine to miss this much, not mine to grieve this way, not mine to keep inside my chest at the ending of each day. You were not mine to miss this much, still the missing came. Some love has no permission, but the heart feels it the same. I had no right to call it loss, no right to call you mine, no story I could tell someone that made the sorrow sound right. So I carried it in private, a grief without a frame, a love that had no witness and still somehow remained. You were not mine to miss this much, not mine to grieve this way, not mine to keep inside my chest at the ending of each day. You are not mine to miss this much, still the missing came. Some love has no permission, but the heart feels it the same. For the size of what I feel, love does not need papers to leave something real. But I must also learn that feeling does not give me rights. I can name the grief honestly and still not cry. crossed the line. You were not mine, but something in me changed. You were not mine, but nothing stayed the same. I will not chase you, I will not make you know. I only name the missing so I can let it go. You were not mine to miss this much, but tonight I let it be. I do not shrink the feeling, I do not let it lead. You were not mine to miss this much, so I release the claim. Some love has no permission, but it still deserves a name. You were not mine to miss this much, but I missed you, and now I let that be enough. You were close enough to break me, far enough to stay untouched. I learned to read your silence like it had something to confess. Every pause became a doorway, every kindness felt like yes. But you never made a promise, never asked me to believe I was the one who built a future out of things you did not mean. You were close enough to break me, far enough to let me dream, near enough to make me tremble, out of reach enough to keep. You were close enough to break me, still too far to call my own. Some love stands beside you and still leaves you alone. I do not blame your gentleness, I do not blame your eyes. You gave me only what you could, I gave it too much life. I turned one tender conversation into something almost true, and spent too many lonely nights trying not to reach for you. You were close enough to break me, far enough to let me dream, near enough to make me tremble, out of reach enough to keep. You were close enough to break me, you alone. Closed door hurts less sometimes than a half-open light. I loved you in the distance, where the truth was never clear. And maybe that confusion was what kept me standing here. I released the signs I gathered, I released the things I guessed, I released the little moments I mistook for tenderness. You were never making room, I was only making meaning. And tonight I stopped confusing wanting with receiving. You are close enough to break me, was never meant to hold. You were close enough to break me,